When your baby has stopped breastfeeding and gets all of his nutrition from other sources than the breast, he's actually considered weaned. Even though babies are also weaned from the bottle as well, the term weaning often refers to when a baby is stopped from breastfeeding. When weaning is a mother's idea, it normally requires a lot of patience and can take time, depending on the age of your baby or toddler, and also how well your child adjusts. The overall experience is different for everyone. Weaning is a long goodbye, sometimes emotional and sometimes painful. It doesn't, however, signal for the end to the intimacy you and your child have developed during the nursing stage. What it means is that you have to replace breastfeeding with other types of nourishment. Starting weaning, you're the best judge as to when it's the right time to wean, and you don't really have a deadline unless you and your child are actually ready to wean. The recommended time for weaning is 1 year. No matter what relatives, friends, or even complete strangers tell you, there is no right or wrong time for weaning. How to wean? You should proceed slowly, regardless of what the age of your child may be. Experts say that you shouldn't abruptly withhold your breast, as the results can be traumatic. You should, however, try these methods instead. 1. Skip a feeding and see what happens, offering a cup of milk to your baby instead. As a substitute, you can use a bottle of your own pumped milk, formula, or a cow's milk. If you reduce feedings one at a time, your child will eventually adjust to the changes. 2. Shorten feeding time. You can start by cutting the length of time your child is actually at the breast. If the normal feeding time is 5 minutes, try 3. Depending on the age, follow the feeding with a healthy snack. Bedtime feedings are usually the hardest to wean, as they are normally the last to go. 3. Postpone and distract. You can postpone feedings if you are only feeding a couple of times per day. This method works great if you have an older child you can actually reason with. If your child wants the breast, say that you'll feed later, then distract him. If you've tried everything and weaning doesn't seem to be working at all, maybe the time just isn't right. You can wait just a bit longer to see what happens, as your child and you have to determine the right time to wean together. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share it with your loved ones. For more healthy informations and tips, subscribe to our channel.